Your car is losing coolant, blowing white smoke, or showing a milky residue on the oil dipstick, and you're trying to figure out what to do next. A blown head gasket sounds expensive, but depending on severity, several DIY approaches exist before committing to a full mechanical repair. Here is everything you need to know to address it systematically and at the lowest possible cost. Chemical sealer for small leaks. It circulates through the cooling system and accumulates at leak points. Their job is to harden when exposed to combustion gases and fill the gap in the gasket seal. They work best on minor leaks and are not effective for large failures or oil coolant mixing. White smoke should gradually decrease over 1 to 3 days of treatment. Quality sealer products cost between $15 and $40. Drain and fully flush the cooling system before adding any sealer product. Attempting to add sealer to old, contaminated coolant reduces its effectiveness dramatically because the sealing particles get trapped in existing scale and debris rather than reaching the leak. Refill the system with fresh coolant and water at the manufacturer's recommended ratio. Then add the sealer according to the product instructions. Run the engine through 2 full heat cycles before evaluating whether the treatment has slowed the leak. Under-torqued head bolts. On some engines, these bolts can lose their specified torque over time from heat cycles and gasket compression. Properly torqued bolts clamp the head to the block with even force across the entire gasket surface. Under-torqued bolts allow the gasket to lift under combustion pressure. Retorquing to the manufacturer specification is worth attempting before removing any components. A torque wrench costs between $20 and $40. Find the exact head bolt torque, Retorque value, and tightening sequence in your factory service manual or a trusted repair database for your specific engine. Using a calibrated Torque wrench, check each bolt in the correct sequence. Any bolt that moves before reaching its specified torque value was under-torqued and was contributing to the leak. Retorque all bolts in sequence, clear any stored codes, and monitor coolant level closely over the following week. Unrepaired overheating root cause. A head gasket almost never fails without an overheating event. Thermal expansion crushes the gasket material beyond recovery. Identifying the overheating cause is mandatory before any sealer, retorque, or gasket replacement. Common causes include a stuck thermostat, clogged radiator, broken water pump, or failed cooling fan, each costing between $10 and $60 to fix. Pressure test the cooling system with a hand pump tester to confirm there are no external leaks losing coolant. Check the thermostat operation by monitoring temperature gauge behavior during warm-up. Confirm both cooling fans activate at the correct temperature. Inspect the water pump for a failed bearing by checking for coolant seepage from the weep hole on the pump body. Fix every cooling system fault you find before proceeding to any head gasket repair. Head gasket replacement. When the leak is too large for a sealer or oil and coolant are mixing, the gasket must be physically replaced. Removal requires pulling the intake manifold, exhaust manifold, valve cover, and cylinder head. A complete head gasket kit costs between $25 and $90 for most 4-cylinder engines. This is the definitive repair when done correctly on a properly prepared surface. Label every electrical connector, coolant hose, and vacuum line as you remove it. Photograph the routing of all wiring before disconnecting anything. Drain the coolant completely before cracking the head bolts. Once the head bolts are broken loose, remove them in the reverse of the torque sequence to release head tension evenly. Lift the head straight up without prying or twisting it against the block to avoid damaging the fresh gasket surfaces on both mating faces. Warped cylinder head surface. An overheated aluminum head almost always warps to some degree. Even slight warping prevents the new gasket from sealing. Its job is to sit perfectly flat so the gasket compresses evenly under bolt clamping force. Place a precision straight edge diagonally across the head in 4 directions. Any gap that accepts a 0 or 3-inch feeler gauge confirms warping and requires machining before installation. Take the removed cylinder head to any machine shop and request a resurfacing, also called a decking service. The machinist mills the head surface flat using a precision grinder, removing the minimum amount of material needed to restore a perfectly flat sealing surface. This service costs between $50 and $150 depending on the severity of the warping. Installing a new head gasket on a warped head without resurfacing is the single most common reason head gasket replacements fail immediately after the repair. Reused torque-to-yield head bolts. Many modern engines use torque-to-yield head bolts, one-time use fasteners that stretch permanently during installation to achieve their specified clamping load. Their job is to provide consistent clamping force through thousands of heat cycles without loosening. Reusing them after the head has been removed risks insufficient clamping force and immediate gasket failure. New bolts cost between $10 and $35 per set. Look up the head bolt torque specification in your service manual. If the procedure calls for tightening to a specific torque value and then rotating the bolt an additional number of degrees, you have torque-to-yield bolts. These must be replaced with new ones before reinstallation. If the spec calls only for a torque value in foot-pounds with no angle step, you likely have reusable bolts. When in doubt, replace them. Incorrect torque sequence. Place the new head gasket on the block surface dry with no sealant unless the manufacturer explicitly requires it. Lower the cylinder head straight down onto the gasket without sliding it. Install all head bolts finger tight, then follow the factory torque sequence exactly, starting from the center bolts and working outward in a crossing pattern. Most engines require multiple torque passes, starting at a low value and stepping up to the final specification. Skipping steps creates uneven clamping and gasket failure at the weakest point. Use a properly calibrated torque wrench for every tightening pass. An uncalibrated or worn torque wrench produces inaccurate results that can under-torque or over-torque the bolts without the technician realizing it. Set the wrench to the first pass specification and torque all bolts in sequence. Reset to the second pass value and repeat. If your engine requires an angle step, use a torque angle gauge to measure the rotation accurately. Rushing this final step undoes every effort made during the entire repair.